Voice America News Radio 600 Kogo. I'm sure you witness it in your workplace. We even did a topic on it, I believe, last week. We talked about workplace romances. And it happens. We threw it out there. We talked about people who hook up at work and actually got married. We had people that had been married for decades that called up and said, "Yeah, I was a cook. She was a waitress," or "I was a bartender. She was a waitress." And others, I worked in the office and he worked in the yard, whatever it was. And they said, "We've been together and happy forever and ever." So I thought, is that cool to do? I thought, let's ask Pasha. So askpasha.com is where we go for legal questions. And I thought that we would ask Pasha as well. Pasha is joining me right now. Hey, Pasha.
Hey, what's going on?
Dude, so Pasha's from Top Floor Legal, and this is the go-to place. It's there's a reason I call him whenever I've got questions as far as business law and everything else goes, because Pasha knows his stuff inside and out. So talk to me about what is and is not okay as far as workplace Valentine's Day. Where is the line between friendly and creepy?
That line is really hard to draw, and the reason is because it depends upon person to person and circumstance to circumstance, because it's the subjective perspective of the person being harassed, so to speak. And that can get pretty tough. There's no real standard rule to what you can and can't do.
Let me ask this. Let's say that K-Fin goes out and he gets a pirate ship-shaped Valentine's Day card because he looks like a pirate, and he gives it to Linda Martin. And it says, "Will you be my Valentine pirate?" Is that okay to just give a card?
Well, it depends. Is did Linda feel that's unwelcome, or was that too much for her? Did it cross the line for her? Is there a history in the past, and is this an isolated incident? It really does depend. And
okay, so if there were nothing in the past and he did that, maybe no big deal. But let's say that he were sending Linda unwanted sexual text messages in the middle of the night for the last month, and she's been telling him to stop, then it would be a bad deal, right?
Yeah, obviously. And, a lot of attorneys kind of go overboard with this. I've seen attorneys, you shouldn't even be saying Happy Valentine's Day tomorrow. And, that can be a little much. But there's a basis to that because, these harassment lawsuits and wrongful termination lawsuits associated with them, they kill businesses. They really do. It's really disruptive. Just the legal fees alone for defending these types of cases is enormous.
So Pasha's with me from AskPasha.com and Top Floor Legal. Pasha, you were talking about workplace and wrongful termination thing. This happened in Iowa where the dentist fired the dental assistant for being too hot, too irresistible. And they said, the judge said, yeah, you can discriminate based on your attraction to somebody else.
Yeah, that was definitely an unusual case where the dentist actually fired his assistant, I believe the hygienist, because he was worried about his marriage, and somehow the court bought that description, and because it wasn't for sexual discrimination or harassment, so it wasn't a legal basis.
So basically, the courts aren't there to make sure that you're treated fairly; they're just there to make sure that you're not discriminated against.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay, all right.
And there's a lot of ways to protect yourself, you should get insurance that covers these types of claims, setting up policies and so forth. But I think the most important thing is setting a company culture and environment which is sensitive to these kinds of issues, but still understands the balance between a professional work environment and still getting things done and having a good time with it.
Perfect. Pasha, I appreciate it. AskPasha.com for your business legal questions from Top Floor Legal. And Pasha, as always, I appreciate your time on the program, so take care.